Alright, what's going on, guys? Augment here for another episode of Fortnite, but this one is a little bit different. We are doing my second iteration of the Cosmetic Locker Showcase. I did one in the middle of Season 3 and went through all my stuff and showed you guys all the skins I have, minus the emotes. But this time, I'm going to show you everything. And back then, we didn't have nearly as much as we do now. There's a lot of new stuff. I'm going to go through the emotes, the loading screens, the contrails, everything I've got. I'm going to show it all, and hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm going to try and keep the pace quick, because there's a lot to go through, and the last one took me about an hour, and there's way more stuff this time. So let's get going. We're going to start with the banners. Now, none of this stuff is too exciting, so I'm going to just speed through it real quick. If you had the battle passes and you completed them, then you should pretty much have all the same icons that I do. The only difference might be, and obviously the standards, the only difference might be is that I do have the founder pack, so I do have these 4 icons that came with it. But what I like to rock right now is this guy, because I like being bad, and that's the villain symbol. But I've also used this one in the past. I like that a lot. I like wolves. I've used this one. I like hawks, and I am a Black Hawks fan, so even though it's a totally different kind of hawk, but still, I still like hawks. And yeah, I've used a couple others, but this is where I'm at. That's what I'm keeping. And we'll go right into the skins. This is what you guys want to see the most. I get asked all the time what my favorite skin is, and there's simply too many to pick one. There's way too many to pick a favorite skin. But I'm going to go through each one and just comment a little bit on all of them. But like I said, I want to keep the pace quick. So this first one, Battlehound. Now, obviously, they're in alphabetical order based on rarity, and also if it's a favorite, it's at the top. I have a lot of them favorited, but there's literally only one legendary that I don't have favorited. You'll see. But Battlehound, here we go. Battlehound came out for St. Patty's Day, and I liked it right away due to the tattoo and the chainmail, and then obviously this like helmet. It is a helmet. It's not like a weird metal hound, because you can see the eyes and the mouth there. But I think this one's pretty neat. I like the boots a lot. Definitely dig it. Real quick, let me go ahead and take off my back bling for this while I go through each one. Now, Black Knight, everyone knows Black Knight, came out in Season 2. You got it for hitting top tier, which was 70 at the time. Definitely a status symbol. It's a little bit scary running into those guys, because they've been playing a long time. Carbide is pretty much the opposite, because everyone that started in Season 3 got Carbide right off the bat if they had the Battle Pass. But what's cool is that they added the ability to get all the armor sets based on what level you are. 65 was the final unlock, and then you can also change the colors. So definitely neat. You can bet your ass we're going to be seeing a lot more of editing styles with future skins. There's no way that they're going to leave that in the dust. Crackshot, one of the scariest skins in the game, hands down. Crackshot is just menacing. It made me afraid of nutcrackers, and now I hate Christmas. But it's tall, it's bulky, it's hard to peek with because they can see your hat. But someone that's using this skin usually means business, so you got to watch out for them. Criterion is one of the newer skins from Season 4. She is like the precursor to Oblivion, but I would bet that it's a good guy. I think Criterion is a hero. She's pretty cool though. Orange is my favorite color. It's on all my icons and media watermarks and stuff. So I like the orange and I like the blue. She's pretty neat to me. Cuddle Team Leader, bright pink, another skin that means business. You see a Cuddle Team Leader, you better watch out, because they are coming for blood. They're not messing around. They stick out like a sore thumb, and they mean to. Moisture Merman. This one is just goofy. It's a goofy skin. You're a guy in a merman fish costume. What is that? But he's a merman from the depths of Moisty Mire. Or the backlot of Studio B, yeah. Because if you don't know, the whole theme for Season 4 was it was a movie. There was film sets all over the place, camera crews and all that stuff, and this guy was obviously in costume. Love Ranger came out for Valentine's Day. He was definitely unique at the time, being a stone man, but he's pretty cool. He sticks out a little bit, but I like Love Ranger. He's pretty neat. He came with the wings, which seem to be a fan favorite. Personally, I don't like the wings very much, but a lot of people do. But I like him on the Love Ranger. Leviathan's another goofy skin. Don't know if he's an alien, don't know if he's a science experiment, but he is definitely not human, and I think he's one of, like, maybe 3 that aren't human, like, clearly aren't human. Like, this guy obviously is not human. Havoc, you got this from getting, from linking your Twitch Prime account to your Epic account. You can still do that with the skin that'll be coming up later. You get free loot for having Twitch Prime, so if you guys can do it, do it. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch account, get Twitch Prime for free, and then you can start getting all the loot. You know, like, they've had 2 bundles so far, and you know they're going to come out with more. This was the first one. Now it is unobtainable. Flytrap, one of the others that is definitely not human. He had a lot of controversy, I guess, around him because a lot of people thought he was really ugly. I mean, it's just, you know, it's whatever your taste is. Like, I mean, I don't know why people, like, freaked out about this skin, but people did. But I think he's cool. Like, I like his weird mohawk. I like the vines growing on him. He's pretty wicked. And then I like the rest of his kit that you'll see later. Fate is one of my favorite skins. Fate's pretty cool. I think that she is pretty badass, honestly. I like the outfit. I like the little side cape going on. I like the hood. You know, I think she looks real tough. Like, you wouldn't want to mess with her. Now, Dark Voyager and Dark Vanguard, they are a couple. Dark Voyager was from the Season 2 Battle Pass. You got him around, like, probably level, or not Season 2, sorry, Season 3 Battle Pass. You got him around level 45, I want to say, maybe 35, something like that. But he's pretty cool. Definitely a try-hard skin these days because he does stick out, you know, black with bright orange. You know, my group calls them highlighters because they're so obvious. But cool skin, I like it. You know, it's definitely the best astronaut skin in my opinion. Dark Vanguard being the second best. I wish she wasn't as shiny as she is, but she's still pretty cool. I like the orange, you know, like I said, my favorite color, and I like the purple accents on her. She's definitely neat, a good companion to the Voyager. Oblivion. So this is the companion to Omega. Omega I'll talk about first. It was for tier 100 in Season 4, the current season. Although I guess it's Season 5 now at the time that you're watching this. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Like, I thought that this was definitely a very neat final skin to unlock for the season. Really badass looking, and also you can edit him. You know, you started like this, and then as you leveled up, you got the different armor pieces. You know, he looks, I like this one honestly the most, I feel like. Like, I think that's pretty badass. But I do like the helmet, and then, you know, having the extra lights on him is pretty cool. And again, you can customize the lights between 4 different options. Look forward to that in future seasons. In Oblivion, I'm kind of disappointed that you can't customize her lights. But I'm pretty sure, so what, you can do it for Omega and Carbide. And I think that's it. So maybe they didn't want to do it for purchasable skins yet. I bet you they will in the future. But I still like her a lot. You know, she's, again, like the Voyager, a good companion to Omega. I think she honestly looks maybe even a little bit more menacing. You know, she's pretty badass. One of my favorite skins for sure. Omen. This guy is interesting. You know, he came with the cape. People freaked out about the cape because they love capes. Capes are awesome. Who doesn't like a good cape? But so Omen came out, and I got it for the cape in the first place. But honestly, I just think he's a cool skin. I do not like him without the cape, though. I think that he needs some more armor on his legs and backside. But overall, when you have him fully kitted out, I think it looks pretty neat. Power Chord is one of the more rare skins. Power Chord's pretty rare. It's only been in the shop, I think, twice. And it's been, at the time of posting this video, it's been like 115 days since she was last seen. So she's pretty rare. Definitely glad I got her. You know, I like the style, the punky style. It's good stuff. Raptor is another good skin. This is one of the first skins I bought. You know, it was definitely unique at the time because I don't think any other skin had their face covered yet. I think it was the first one to put on a full mask or something. So definitely pretty neat. I guess I should say though that the knights all did have. Hey Josh, 54 540. What's up, man? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, dude. Your favorite's the Raven? We'll get to that. That is one of my favorites too. But Raptor is definitely a cool skin. I like the whole Air Force thing he's got going on. You know, he's a test pilot apparently. I thought he looked pretty cool. One of the first skins I got. Definitely don't regret it a bit. Now Raven is Josh's favorite skin right here, but it's also one of mine. Raven went at the time that it came out was one of my favorite skins, hands down. Like it was definitely, in my opinion, the most badass skin that they had released at the time. You know, like it looks wicked. You know, it looks scary, and I really like it. You know, this is something that you wouldn't want to run into in an alleyway in Tilted Towers at night. You know, he's a spooky guy, and then plus the rest of his kit, really badass. Red Knight is pretty sweet in my opinion. Red Knight was super rare, but they did release her a couple days ago in the shop, and they also announced it ahead of time because people wanted Red Knight back so badly. So they actually announced it ahead of time. So now Red Knights are all over the place. It's not rare anymore, but personally, I don't really care too much about rarity. Like, I think it gets blown out of proportion way too much. Like, I don't know. Who cares if it's rare or not? Like, do you want to look cool? Do you want it sweet? I don't know. That's just my opinion on rarity. Like, I don't know. But the skin itself, I always thought was pretty neat. I got it, you know, when it was first in the shop, and I really like her. I thought that she was a good addition, a good companion to the Black Knight, and you know, the red glowing eyes is definitely really cool. And now that she has a pickaxe of her own, it's some good stuff. Rex is a goofy skin. Can't argue that. It's a guy in a dinosaur costume. There you go. But I like him, especially with the raw emote now. Rex is pretty funny. You know, it's definitely another skin that sticks out a little bit, unless you're like in the hills. But Rex is good. You know, before also I want to say Red Knight was definitely a tryhard skin. Red Knight was definitely tryhard. Now it's not so much. Now there's a little bit of overlap here, but I don't really care about the rarity of the end game when going through this. So this epic skin, Bandolier, this is another one of my favorite skins. You know, I'm pretty positive. I'm 100% positive. He's the only shirtless character in the game. Yeah, he has a bandolier of bullets, but he is the only shirtless character in the game, and I think he's pretty badass. You know, he just looks tough. He looks like a warrior, you know? So I like Bandolier a lot. Abstract is pretty cool. You know, I like gas masks. Anything with a gas mask in any game, if you can wear a gas mask, I think it just looks menacing, you know? Even though this guy's obviously just like a street tagger, like, he still looks pretty cool. You know, I like him. I like Abstract. Wukong, this was probably the most unique skin in the game at the time of its release, because there was not another skin that wasn't human. This is another one of those non-human skins. This is the first one they did, though. Everything else was someone dressed up as something, or like had a different outfit, maybe had a hat on or something like that, you know. This was the first time that they just went way left field and you know, threw us something different. Came out for Chinese New Year, and it's literally a monkey man, and he's pretty cool. I like him. You can be gifting some of these skins when gifting comes out. I still haven't heard anything about gifting from Epic. I think it's all just a rumor, and although I think it'll probably happen, the short answer is probably not. I grow very attached to my stuff, but if I got the right trade, then maybe. Like, if I could get Ghoul Trooper, then maybe. Because that is one skin that I wish I had. So Vertex, this is another one of my favorite skins. Like, you know, there's a lot of streamers out there that have their skin, you know, like Dakota's, he is Snorkop's gang, you know, he's always wearing the Snorkop skin. You've got Svenos, who's always wearing the Red Knight. You've got High Distortion, who's always wearing like the Black Knight, and then more recently Omega. You know, they just have like their signature skin that they always wear. I wear a lot of different skins because I have so many, and I just like switching it up. It's if I had to pick like my signature skin, it'd probably be Vertex. You know, it's orange, like I said, love orange, and it's badass. You know, it's got that full mask going on. You know, it's kind of cyborgy. And then the rest of his kit is super cool, so I really like Vertex. What's going on, Awesome? Triceratops, the companion to Rex, his little Triceratops girlfriend. Personally, I like Triceratops better than Rex. You know, I like the red more than the green, and I like the actual hat better that she's got. But both are good skins. Both are great with the rest of their kit that you can put on them. And on top of it, the RAR emote is gold. The Visitor. So this is from Season 4. You got the Visitor for completing all challenges in a week for 7 of the 10 weeks. So you had to complete 70, or not 70, 7 times 7 is 49, right? Yeah. So you had to complete 49 challenges, and you would get this skin. You know, it was a mystery up until that first person got it and revealed it. But definitely a cool one. This is another one that you can edit, so, you know, it is part of the Battle Pass, but you can edit the face. So you've got 4 different styles. This was a little smiley face with X's. This kind of like blinking one. This is the one I usually use. This weird pulsing thing, and then the standard one that's kind of got like a bullseye thing going on, you know. But definitely a neat skin. I like the Visitor a lot. I thought it was a good reward, you know, for the end of the season. You know, he's the Visitor. He's apparently from somewhere else, but I like it. It's pretty cool. Now the Reaper. Reaper is what you got for the end of Season 3, hitting Tier 100. This was definitely a try-hard skin for a while. Now it's not so scary saying a Reaper. But for a while, you know, you saw a Reaper, you have to kind of take a beat and think about what you're going to do. Because at the beginning, they usually were tryhards. You know, because people were just buying that skin, getting it right away. And the people that will drop $100 on a skin like that usually play the game a lot and are usually pretty good. Not always the case, but it's definitely cool. And, I mean, it's John Wick. Obviously, everyone knows it's John Wick. And I love John Wick, I love Keanu Reeves, so I like the skin a lot. I don't use it as much as I should, really, for how much I like John Wick. But it's a good skin, I like it. Skystalker is one of the more recent skins from Season 4, came out in the shop. Like I said before about Abstract, I love anything with a gas mask, so this was one that I jumped on immediately. Plus it's got a whole like World War II vibe going on with this kind of trench coat. He's obviously another pilot, you know, it's part of the Skystalker set, and he's got wings on his arms, so I assume he's a pilot, but I really like the brown, gray, and green. Definitely a good World War II vibe coming off of him, and I like it a lot. Battlehawk. Pretty sure this is Epic's Hawkeye, so this is basically Jeremy Renner right here, but this is one of the first like military skins that really hit the game. Like there's a couple more that I'll get to down below, but this is one of the first real like military mercenary skins that came out. Like he's been shot twice in the chest right there. You can see the bullet holes in his body armor. But he's pretty cool. I like the tattoos going on. He looks tough. He's got an eye patch, and who doesn't like that? So Battlehawk is definitely a neat one. Bright Gunner. Bright Gunner is the companion to the Bright Bomber, who's down below. She is a rare skin, and he's epic, so they're not paired up right here. But Bright Gunner came out after the Bright Bomber, and, I mean, look at him. He's a big, buff, black dude wearing this outfit. He's amazing. I love him. And that hair. He's the only guy in the game that has that hair. So, I like the Bright Gunner. He's pretty cool. The Bunny Brawler. Now, both bunnies are usually try-hard skins. Both of them stick out like a sore thumb, bright white and bright pink. And, you know, I mean, it's obviously not Easter time, so if you see a bunny jumping around somewhere, they are probably decent. Usually at least decent at the game. But I do like the Bunny Brawler. You know, she's got a tight little outfit on with a little bunny butt and little bunny ears on her shoes. And look at that. Look at the feet. They wiggle when they move. Isn't that amazing? I think so. Burnout is it was the first skin that was purchasable with money, with dollars or whatever your currency is. You know, everything else is V-Bucks, but this was a starter pack skin. Or was it? Am I thinking of Rogue Agent? Was Burnout a starter pack skin? Now I don't know. Because Rogue Agent definitely was. I think Burnout was just in the shop. Either way, Motorcycle Dude, obviously. Something that you would see in a post-apocalyptic universe, so he seems pretty tough. Now, Elite Agent, this is the definition of a tryhard skin. Basically, every Elite Agent you run into put the time in and has been doing work for a while. Elite Agents are usually pretty tough and very squirrely. They can usually build, so if you see an Elite Agent, you know, once again, take a beat, step back, and see if you can outplay them, outsmart them. Now, obviously, these are all stereotypes. There's no proof behind any of this that I say about each particular skin, but I will say, for certain, Elite Agents are tryhards. I love this skin though; it's definitely really cool. I like the mask that she's got and the helmet and everything with the laser sight. Definitely a badass looking skin. Fireworks Team Leader. This is, I guess, the counterpart to the Cuddle Team Leader. Came out for the 4th of July just a couple weeks ago. Red, white, and blue bear. Not much else to say. Very noticeable, but pretty neat. Now, Funk Ops is the counterpart to Sparkle Specialist. You know, he was in the shop where she was in the Battle Pass. Funk Ops is definitely a neat skin. You know, it's very bright and flavorful, and this guy can definitely get down. It's always fun to use when you have a partner that has Sparkle Specialist and vice versa. Gumshoe, she is a new skin, fairly new, came out about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and you know, she's a detective. You know, she's got a noir vibe going on. She's from that time period, and you know, got the high-waisted pants, got the suspenders, the over-the-shoulder holster. You know, even the hairstyle, it's all very noir, and I like it. I like her red shoes. You know, she's pretty cool. She's got a tie on, you know, and the badge. So I like her. We will get to her counterparts in a little bit. They're a little ways down. So the Scoundrel. The Scoundrel came out in the item shop alongside the Rapscallion. You know, these two robbers. I assume that they're French just because of the stripes and because of the mustache, but he's pretty neat. You know, I like the back bling that came with him. It's the safe that we'll show in a little bit. Rustlord. Everyone knows about Rustlords. It was literally an insult to call someone a Rustlord for a long time, because back in Season 3, Rustlords were all the noobs that, you know, got to level 20 or whatever it was, tier 20, and Rustlords were just, they were just jerks. Every Rustlord would thirst you immediately. Same with John Wicks, but like Rustlords were worse. You know, take the L, all of them. That was Rustlords. Now, Rogue Agent definitely was the first starter pack. It was $5.99, maybe $4.99 US dollars to get this skin plus some V-Bucks. So, you know, kind of give yourself a jump start into the game if you were new. You know, since then it has been in the item shop, I'm pretty sure, but it did originate as a starter pack. Rapscallion is the counterpart to the Scoundrel. I like her better. I like her white hair, and I like the beanie. I like beanies in general. Plus, I like the pants that she's got. This kind of like weird gray / off green / off blue color. I like it. So Rabbit Raider is the counterpart to the Bunny Brawler. Like I said before, usually a tryhard skin, bright pink, bouncing around with a hockey mask. Don't want to mess with it. And he's got little wiggly ears, but his ears on the bottom, I'm talking about, they don't wiggle as much. You see this? Barely any movement. Very little movement. But hers really wiggle. Just saying. So this guy, he's literally called Noir, so he is the counterpart to Gumshoe. He does have a friend, I guess a partner right here, Sleuth. You know, this guy looks like more the bruiser. He's got a busted nose. He's got the hat down low, long trench coat. You know, this is the tough guy of the detective group. This guy is the leader, obviously. You know, he's got the aviators on, the dark suit. You know, he's the one that gets it done. The Merry Marauder. This is a very sought after skin. A lot of people want the Merry Marauder. Definitely pretty rare because, I mean, it is a seasonal item, came out in Christmas and hasn't been out since. Definitely glad I got this skin though, because I literally contemplated getting a lot of the Christmas skins, and I wound up getting 2. I wish I would have gotten, honestly, at this point, all of them, but I'm very happy at least that I got Merry Marauder, because this is a pretty scary skin. I've tossed the idea around multiple times of going as the Merry Marauder for this Halloween, so I like this one a lot. Definitely one of my favorites. Highland Warrior is pretty cool. I like her back bling honestly more than I like her. Just because I don't like this girl's, like, this actual female character model too much. I think her face is a little crazy. Her eyes are a little crazy. She's got some crazy eyes. I also don't care for her hair too much. The braids, if it was a little bit of a more wild style, like Viking braid going on, I think she'd be cooler. But from the neck down, I think that she is pretty badass. I like the armor. I like the designs. You know, I like the whole Viking vibe that she's got. So she's definitely pretty cool overall, but I don't use her a whole lot. Shadow Ops is one of those skins that grew on me. She is just an item shop skin, but she was in and out of the item shop like 2 or 3 times before I finally picked her up. But now that I did, I'm very glad that I have her. At this point, she's probably one of my favorites. I like the black suit. I like the kind of cyborg arm. I even like the eye makeup that she has. You know, at the beginning, I didn't like that. Specifically, I did not like the eye makeup, but now I do. Like, she grew on me hard. Sparkle Specialist, she is the counterpart to Funk Ops. Definitely a babe. Very sparkly. Got all that face makeup going on. She's got star tattoos. You know, she looks like she can party, and I like her. Especially with the kit, and especially if you're playing with a buddy that's got Funk Ops. They make a pretty good duo. Squad Leader is the second military / mercenary skin that we got recently. You know, the first being Hawkeye. And I only say Hawkeye was first. They technically came out at the same time, but, you know, you get Hawkeye first in the Battle Pass. But Squad Leader was for Tier 70. Definitely a cool looking guy. Looks tough. Looks like a fighter. Steel Sight came from the shop. She's pretty cool. I like the whole armor vibe. I mean, she's literally called Steel Sight, so she's got all this steel armor on, very shiny. You know, different hairstyle than any of the other black girls, and I definitely like the eyepiece that she's got. Definitely cool. And it has to be noted, she hands down has the biggest butt in the game. Just gotta say it. It's true. Like, we've compared, we've done the research, and it's the biggest one out there. Technique. Now, she's definitely a neat skin. She's got that face mask going on. You know, it's just down around her neck, though. But, you know, she's one of the few that are actually showing some skin. You know, you've got Bandolier that has the shirt completely off, but she's one of the few that actually has, like, some belly showing. So that was a first for the game, too. But she's pretty neat. You know, I like her a lot. I like the outfit. Like the hat and the hoodie. Good counterpart to Abstract. Now, Tomato Head, he's just a goof, obviously. Tomato Head was actually originally a Reddit suggestion that an Epic employee saw and ran with it. But, yeah, this literally spawned off Reddit, Tomato Head. Definitely a goofy skin. It's not meant to be taken seriously, but usually you either get 2 things with Tomato Head. Either they're a tryhard because they want to be seen, because it is bright red, and you've got a big old head. So it might be a tryhard, or it might be a goofball kid that is just having fun with the goofiest skin he could see. So, there you go. Toxic Trooper has a counterpart, a female counterpart. I forget what it's called. I don't think I have her favorited. We'll get down to her eventually. Honestly, a pretty obvious clone of the astronaut skins. You know, it's just kind of tweaked a little bit, but you know, it's a whole different vibe with the kits. It's actually pretty cool. Now, Bright Bomber, that is the counterpart to the Bright Gunner, the, you know, black guy in the similar outfit. She came out first. She was rare for a little bit, but basically about halfway through her lifespan, they started just releasing her a bunch. So her rarity has definitely gone down. But at the same time, I do still feel that Bright Bomber is more associated with better players for the most part. Brilliant Striker, she is one of my favorite skins. This whole outfit that she's got with the moving colors, definitely unique, definitely really cool. you know, and I really like this female character model as well, so she's neat. Arctic Assassin, one of the first skins I bought. Not the first, but one of the first. She's pretty cool. I like the ponytail, I like the glasses, I like the whole Arctic vibe going on. Who knows, maybe one of these days we'll actually have some snow on the ground in this map or a future map, and you know, she'll be able to blend in a little bit better, but she's pretty neat. Zoe has kind of become the elite agent of Season 4, I feel like. A lot of good players use the Zoe skin. You know, it's very bright, very seeable, you know, very noticeable, but I feel like she's Elite Agent 2.0. However, that being said, I feel like the Elite Agents are still in a different league than the Zoes, you know. If I'm going to lump them all into one group, I think that Elite Agents are better. But Zoe's still neat. I don't use her very often, but I do like the skin. Wingman. Now this guy is also from a starter pack, the most recent starter pack. You paid $5 and you got this guy plus some V-Bucks. Definitely way cooler than Rogue Agent. Although Rogue Agent does have kind of like a ODST Halo vibe going on, but Wingman is way cooler. I like the red. I like the whole, you know, full face mask going on for the respirator. Like, he's pretty neat. And he came with the bogey bag back bling, so pretty cool. Venturian and Ventura, these two are both heroes, I'm pretty positive. Yeah, they're both heroes, and obviously they're a pair. He's got the full face going on, so I kind of like him better, but you know, she's cool too. Does he have those big spikes on his heels? Yes, he does. Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a pair, and they came out as you see them right here. But they got capes added, so that's pretty sweet. That was cool of Epic to go ahead and retrofit them with capes. I need some water. My throat is dying. Alright, so Trailblazer. She is from the second Twitch Prime pack. You got her by having your Twitch account linked to your Epic account and having Twitch Prime. Definitely neat skin. She's one of the, you know, few military skins that we've got going on. I like that little green hat she has and the sunglasses on top. She definitely looks cool, looks badass. I like her. I like the straps that she has, like going from her belt to her legs and stuff. It's neat. Chromium. Chromium is the counterpart to Diecast. These guys are villains. They are controlled by Omega, as you can see in one of the loading screens, but they are part of the bad team. Still, they look pretty neat. You know, obviously they're robots, or, you know, at least mostly robot, but they look pretty tough, look pretty scary. Wouldn't want to see that in real life. Now, Cypher and Circuit Breaker. Circuit Breaker came out first. Circuit Breaker was also the very first skin that I ever bought. Definitely one of my favorites, and I really like his visor going on and everything. You know, he's definitely cool. You know, that was the first one I dropped money on ever, and so I really like Circuit Breaker. Cypher came out a lot later. You know, Cypher was a addition, a female counterpart addition to Circuit Breaker, and you know, she's cool, and I had to get her because she matched him, but she's got nothing on him in my opinion. I love Circuit Breaker. Clinical Crosser. So with the World Cup going on, in fact, today was the semifinals for the World Cup at the time of recording this. Croatia won, but in spirit of the World Cup, I'm not a soccer fan, honestly, but in spirit of the World Cup, Epic went ahead and released 8 skins, 8 soccer skins that can all be edited. Definitely pretty neat. So you can go in and you can change the number on these. You can, you know, 1 to 99 on the numbers, and you can also change the team, and they have quite a few teams that you can represent, you know, trying to represent your country. Funnily enough, they don't even have Croatia as a selectable team, and they're now in the finals for the World Cup, but I mean, what are you gonna do? So I've got New Zealand on her because I like the black and I like New Zealand in general, but the soccer skins are definitely neat, definitely cool. Hey baby, doing the Cosmetic Locker Showcase. Next up is Desperado. Desperado is one of the few versions of this actual model that I like, because he has weird buggy eyes that freak me out. and so I usually don't use these skins. But Desperado ain't bad. You know, it's got the hat down low, so you can't really see his eyes. I like Desperado. You know, I like the red and black, so he's good. Already talked about Diecast. First Strike Specialist. This skin's pretty neat. I like the kind of like camo tattoo he's got going on his arms. I like the big goggles that he has, and I like the hat. So I just like the whole color scheme that he's got going on. Definitely a cool version of Blondie, you know. Jump Shot came out with what's she called? Triple Threat, who must be down below a little bit. You know, basketball player, not editable. You can't change the number or anything, but pretty self-explanatory. Stalwart Sweeper. This is another one of the soccer skins. I think I have 5 out of 8 of them. But this is another one of those. This is a brand new character model at the time of its release. This guy was not actually seen before, and he hasn't been seen since. So I look forward to having more skins with him, because he's not this Asian guy. They are different. But Special Forces was the first version of this model that I bought. You know, he's got a full black outfit, dog tags, beret. Definitely looks like a tough guy. Snorkelops is one of my favorite skins. I haven't used her in a while. I keep going over her, but I really like Snorkelops. You know, she looks real cute with the snorkel on her head and the goggles and the bright blue pants and the what do you call that? Wetsuit. That's what it is. But she's definitely neat. I like Snorkelops a lot. Sash Sergeant, the hardest name to say in the game, so we call him Park Ranger Rick. Definitely a good version of Blondie. Believe it or not, one of my more preferred skins. I actually really like the Sash Sergeant. That hat is just too good, and we gave him a whole backstory of, you know, he was just on this island alone, you know, just patrolling the streets, and all of a sudden all these maniacs start jumping out of the sky and killing each other, so it's up to him to save the world. That is Park Ranger Rick. The Recon Specialist is a pretty cool skin. One of the earlier skins came out in Season 2, I believe. As I mentioned before, I like beanies, so I like the beanie on her. I like the messy hair. She's pretty neat. Radiant Striker is the counterpart to the Brilliant Striker. Is that her name? Yes, Brilliant Striker. So Radiant Striker, same deal. You know, he's got that weird color thing going on with his skin, so I like him. And the Munitions Expert is actually the first military skin that came out. You know, she's straight army, obviously, got the helmet and everything. Not much to say about her, but overall a cool skin. I should honestly use her more because I really like her, but I don't really ever throw that one on. Midnight Ops. This guy was pretty cool when he came out. You know, he was the first of his model, and only still of his model to date. But he's got that red mohawk. He looks like he's straight out of like Yakuza or Triads or something. So definitely looks tough. He's got a cyborg arm. You know, definitely neat character. Survival Specialist is one of my favorite skins. I really like this one. You know, she's my personal favorite female character model in the game, and so I really like the Survival Specialist. I like the hat. I like the skull and crossbones she's got going on. The digital camo. You know, she looks like she was military and isn't now in a surviving, you know, kind of thing. Triple Threat. Triple Threat is pretty cool. She is the first skin to wear shorts. I guess so is Jump Shot, but you know, she's got short shorts because she's a girl. But she is unique in that aspect that you can actually see her legs. But she's pretty cool. She's the first one to have that hairstyle of this model, so I like her. Now this skin is literally in my top 5 favorites. Literally these two are probably in my at least top 10 favorite skins. I really like the basic skins a lot. You know, from afar you might look like a no skin, but you get up close and you're like, oh shit, they paid money for that bland thing. You know, both of these skins, the Assault Trooper and the Commando, are really cool in my opinion, just because of how basic they are. I like the brown on brown. I like the green on black. You know, I really like these two skins, and these are my 2 favorite girls in the game, so I like them a lot. Crimson Scout came out along with Scarlet Defender on the same day for Chinese New Year. You know, they're rocking the red and golds for China, and you know, they've got some different Chinese symbols and some art going on, so it's definitely pretty cool, both of them. Dominator, she's neat if you kit her out fully. Like, as a skin alone, it's not bad in my opinion. Like, I like it, I use it every now and then, but she has a matching pickaxe and a matching glider, so when you have her fully done up, she's pretty cool. High-Rise Assault Trooper is another one of those basic skins that I actually really like. We call him Commando Brian, because this brunette dude is Brian to us for whatever reason. But I like this guy. I like the army vibe going on. Got the camo. You know, he's Commando Brian. There's not much else to say about that. Jungle Scout. She was the first one to have something other than tattoos or like war paint on. You know, she's literally dirty. So that's pretty cool, and that's what's unique about her. You know, she's got these weird jungle stripes on her clothing as well, but honestly the thing that makes her unique is having the dirt on her arms and face, you know, and it makes her look pretty neat. Star Spangled Ranger came out along with, oh, he's down here, with the Star Spangled Trooper. They came out for the 4th of July. But I like her more because, as I've said before, she's my favorite girl in the game. So I like her outfit, you know, red, white, and blue. Go USA. Scout, he's a very good basic skin. Yellow on black. I like him. Very basic. Renegade. So, you know, this Dominator skin isn't nearly as cool as the Renegade is, in my opinion. I really like the red on red that she's got. She looks really cool, and plus there's so many red and black items in the game as far as accessories go that you can really make her look badass. Ranger is just a little less default blondie. You know, he's blondie, but he's got some kind of navy blue going on, some sea blue along with the yellow. Complements his blonde hair. Nogops is the second skin that I got for Christmas. I'm very glad that I got this skin. Once again, favorite girl. She's got a Santa hat on, ugly sweater with llamas on it, so I like Nogops a lot. Definitely a favorite among my buddy Logan. You know, he uses her all the time. Now, Nightlight and Light Show are probably the two, probably literally the only two underpriced skins in the game, in my opinion. When I saw that these were both only 800 V-Bucks, I was honestly shocked because I thought that they were so unique and different from anything that the game had released. You know, they're just, it's like they're at a blacklight party or something, and plus, like, with their skin being all dark, they're definitely really weird, but really cool. Plus they have matching accessories too, so we'll get into that in a little bit. Tactics Officer, she's alright. Not really digging the purple on Halle Berry here, but you know, she ain't bad. I like Renegade much more. Tower Recon Specialist is another one of my favorite basic skins though. This is one of the few outfits on this model that I like, because I typically don't care for this model too much, but I do actually really like this skin a lot. I think the tan goes really good with her kind of like auburn hair, and she's got like a braid going on, so I like her. Trooper is literally just a white version of what is it? The Scout? Special Forces, that's what it's called. But minus the beret. Still a cool skin, just basic. So now those were all my favorites as far as what I've marked. Now we're getting into the rest of the ones that I have, starting with Valor. I like her from the back. I think that her face is terrifying. And so does my girlfriend, and so do most of my friends. We just don't like to look at her. So I don't have her favorited. She is the only legendary skin that I do not have favorited. But she was part of the Season 4 Battle Pass. You got her, I want to say, around like tier 60, maybe? 50, something like that. So then we've got the skiers, Alpine Ace, which is Epic's version. Then you've got the Canadian version, the German version, and the United States version. I like all three. You know, I like the different patterns that they had going on, so I got those four. There were 4 others that I didn't get, because then that would just be crazy. But they had like China, France, and 2 others that I can't think of off the top of my head. Hazard Agent is the counterpart to Toxic Trooper. You know, got the hazmat suit going on. Mission Specialist, he is the first skin that you got for Season 3. He's nothing special these days. He's very orange and bright, but yeah, nothing special. I see very few people wear this skin nowadays. The Mogul Master is the female counterpart to the Alpine Ace skins. She came out much later, and they also had 8 versions of her, but I only got this one. I only got the Korean version. Yeah, just a skier. And we've got Moonwalker, who was the female counterpart to Mission Specialist. She's got the white suit with the open visor. I like her a lot more because of the open visor. I mean, he has one too, but I guess I like her more because of the aviators that she's wearing. Sub-Commander. This came out as a part of the first Twitch Prime pack. You got him alongside Havoc. No longer obtainable. I don't use him very often because I don't really care for the purple on his hat and ears, but I mean, it was a free skin, so I'm not going to complain at all. Absolute Zero is the second version of this model that I still like and will use. You know, because you can't see his eyes at all. He's got the slick back hair, and he's got this weird, like, full head sunglass visor thing going on. You can't see his buggy eyes, so I still like this guy. The Blue Squire is the original skin for Season 2, the first night that you would get, followed by the Royale Knight later on, and then eventually Black Knight, and then Red Knight in the shop. But Blue Squire, you know, you see someone wearing this, they're an OG. Recon Scout, in my opinion, is just a worse version of the first Strike Specialist. They're like the same skin to me, but this one is worse though. Still, the goggles on his head are kind of cool. You know, not bad. Poise Playmaker and Midfield Maestro, and then Finesse Finisher are the 3 other skins that I got for the soccer, for the World Cup. You know, I don't think that actually I did choose these outfits for them. But yeah, you can edit all 3 of these, all the soccer skins you can edit, put on different teams. You know, she's got America. Don't even know what that is. I think like Egypt or something. Maybe that's Egypt. I think I selected Egypt for one of them. I don't know. I'm bad with flags. I'm not cultured. Infiltrator. So yeah, you can see his eyes here, and they're weird. I don't like his eyes. I'm just gonna move on. Hyperion and Dazzle, they are a duo. They were kind of like weird sports skins. It was kind of like the first of their kind. I don't really know what they were trying to go for with these, but they just kind of look like they're like playing racquetball or something. I don't know. But they're not bad. And the Brawler. I like the Brawler from the backside. Again, this girl kind of has crazy eyes, so that's why I really only like her in the Tower Recon Specialist, because her eyes, for whatever reason, don't seem so crazy. But when she's got this beret and a bun going on, she looks extra crazy to me. But still, from the back, she's not bad. You know, I still like playing with her from time to time, but I have to actually think about it to put her on. Devastator is the counterpart to Dominator. You know, he's got a whole matching set as well, just like her. Pathfinder is also not a bad skin for that girl. You know, she's got the same hairstyle. I think the hairstyle fixes her eyes, honestly. But the black on green, it's not bad. Sergeant Green Clover. This was for St. Patty's Day, and hasn't been back since. Same model as this girl right here, obviously. Obviously, just a very festive skin for St. Patty's. Tracker, don't care for this skin too much. You know, it's the eyes again. Gonna move on. And then Whiplash. This skin I see a lot, honestly. I see a lot of people using this skin, and they're usually tryhards. I don't know what it is about this one, but a lot of people that try hard at the game got this skin for whatever reason. Definitely sticks out. You can see him from a mile away. But overall, not a bad skin, just not one of my favorites. Alright, we got through the skins. We are on to the back bling. Who should I put? I guess I'll go back to my Black Knight. It'd be easier to see back bling on him, I feel like. So, backup plan. This came with Havoc for the Twitch Prime pack. got some bombs on your back. Battle Shroud came with Omen. That is the first cape. Well, I guess technically it's the second cape to come into the game, but it's the first full cape. Black Shield, that is from the Black Knight. The Crested Cape was not a thing. It actually was part of the Battlehound skin, and just recently they separated it so that it was its own thing and you could detach it and put it on other characters. So definitely cool, because it sucked. You couldn't wear back bling with Battlehound because everything would clip this cape. So now they made this its own back bling and it fixed the problem. It made everything better. Cuddle Bow. This came with the Cuddle Team Leader, just a big black bow. Dark Matter came with the Dark Voyager, and Dark Void came with the Dark Vanguard. So those are matching for those. The Deflector back bling is for Vertex. Definitely a weird kind of like jetpack thing going on. Destabilizer is from Oblivion, Omen's counterpart. I don't even know what that is. Like, it also looks kind of like a jetpack of some sort, but it's interesting. Fish Tank came with the Leviathan. It's literally like a tank of water to keep him hydrated. He is a fish. And Hatchling came with Triceratops. Big egg with the Triceratop baby in there. Iron Cage was part of Raven. Last Gasp is part of Skystalker, the guy with the gas mask. And the Love Wings, which I see all too often, came with Love Ranger. We've got 6 String that came with Power Cord. Scaly that came with Rex. Royal Flags is from Wukong. And actually Wukong released without these, but they added this in later, which is pretty cool. Because he had this in Save the World, and then they added it into Battle Royale. Red Shield is for the Red Knight. Raptor Satchel came with Raptor. Once again, this was something else that was added later. This was on his back already, originally, on the Raptor, before backbling was a thing. And then when backbling became a thing, they actually separated it off of him so that you can put it on other characters, which is pretty cool. Ominous Orb. This is from Fate. Yes, from Fate. Matches the pickaxe that you'll see. Off-World Rig. Technically, this is the first cape that came into the game. This is from the Visitor. He's got this weird rig. I don't even know what that is. But the little vent on the back, where the little arm is, it actually opens up, and there's like a little vent in there that spins when you run or when you dive. So that's pretty cool. Mertank came with the Moisty Merman. Stabilizer. Oh, I just realized the naming convention. This is Stabilizer and this is Destabilizer. So obviously, this is the bad one, and this is the good one. This came with Criterion. Blasting Cap came with the Cuddle Team Leader. Bogey Bag is part of Wingman. Bright Bag came with the Bright Gunner, the guy. And the Buckler came with Highland Warrior. Burgle Bag is actually one of my more favorite back blings. Like, a lot of these I like a lot. Like, I really like Royale flags. I like the Red Shield. I like the Iron Cage, Black Knight Shield. Both of these, Deflector. Like, I use quite a few of them, but I like this one a lot too. I like the grappling hook in there. Looks like it means some business. Catalyst. What did this one come with? I think this was its own item in the Season 3 Battle Pass. I'm pretty sure it was its own unlockable. Clue Finder and I don't even know what this other one's called. Confidential Case. These came with the Noir and Sleuth skins. And the Evidence Bag as well. So add Gumshoe into that. Contagion is part of the Outbreak set. So there's also another one down here. Pathogen. They're very similar, but they are slightly differently colored. Goodie Bag, that's with Zoe. That was also its own unlockable in the Battle Pass, but technically it's Zoe's bag. Rust Bucket, this came from a day-long, it might have been 2 days of terrible outages that Fortnite suffered from for a while. And so they gave this back bling to everyone that played during that time as an apology and a thank you for your patience. So that was cool of Epic, but at the end of the day, it's literally a pile of scraps. but you know, the whole joke was that their game was a rust bucket because it kept failing, so it's fitting. Steel Cast goes with the Steel Sight skin. Strong Box is for the Scoundrel, the guy burglar. When you run, that door actually swings open. And the Tag Bag is for Abstract. Pretty cool. I like the mask hanging off. Now we've got some skiing stuff for the Alpine Ace guys. You know, Germany, Canada, the Epic version. This is for the Mogul Master, and then finally United States. Astro was for, I can't remember if it, I think it was for the female, not the mission specialist. Pretty sure it's for the female. I can't remember her name right now. And then these two came with the Bunny Brawler and Rabbit Raider. Then you got Special Delivery, came with Tomato Man. And then the Royale Shield, which is literally identical to the Squire Shield. Hopefully one day they change those up so that you don't have two of the same thing. But those are for the Royale Knight and the Blue Squire. Now, pickaxes. So there's a lot of good pickaxes in this game. Harvesting tools, I guess I should say, because they're definitely not all pickaxes. But AC/DC, one of the first ones that I bought. You know, I wish you could play the noise, but unfortunately you can't, because this one makes a cool noise. Bite Mark, part of the dinosaur set. Bottom Feeder, just kind of came out of left field, just all of a sudden they gave us an anchor, but honestly one of my more used harvesting tools. Pretty cool, matches a lot of stuff because it's just brown. Candy Axe is obviously from the Christmas set. Chomp Jr., another one that just kind of came out of left field, like along with the anchor. Like, what is that? It's a shark on a spear, and it jiggles. Look at that. But it's definitely really funny. I like this one a lot. I use this one quite a bit. Death Valley was one of my favorites. I haven't used it in a long time. It used to have crows cawing when you swung the axe, and Epic took that out, and it made me so sad. But it still has kind of like a leather stretching kind of sound going on when you use it, so it's still pretty cool. Disco Brawl goes along with Sparkle Specialist and Funk Ops. You've got Rainbow Smash for the Bright Gunner and Bright Bomber, and then you've got Pot of Gold for Sergeant Green Clover. Definitely a very festive pickaxe. Pick Squeak. It squeaks when you hit players or objects, so it's pretty cool. You get a good squeaking sound every single time you swing that thing. Party Animal was one of the first kind of unique harvesting tools that came out in the game. It's a keg on a stick with the beer bong going down. Oracle Axe. This came with Fate, or no, it didn't. Technically, this is Fate's axe, but it was released with Omen. That's how they did it. But yeah, it was released with Omen, but it is Fate's axe because she's got the orb on her back. Onslaught. This is what you got with Omega once you leveled up enough. You got this pickaxe. Definitely a very cool pickaxe. You know, looks mean. Global Axe. Another one that's just kind of like, what? Why did you guys put this in the game? I don't know. Still bought it, but yeah, it's a globe on a stick. And also notice that the planets and the moon are all orbiting around the Earth. So this is not scientifically accurate, just saying. EVA, the EVA tool. This goes with the you know, the whole theme of Season 3 with space and everything. That little claw moves and turns and kind of grabs a little bit. Renegade Roller. This was released in the shop alongside Abstract. You know, they are taggers. They paint the town red, and this is one of their tools. Trusty number 2. This is the John Wick pickaxe, the Reaper pickaxe. You know, if you don't know John Wick or the story behind the pencil, it's that he killed 3 men in a bar with a fucking pencil. So that's what that's all about. But don't use that one too much. Airfoil came with Venturion and Ventura. I kind of wish that it glowed or something more as you got kills with it, but it does not. Anarchy Axe, one of the coolest axes in the game in my opinion. Came with Power Cord, was in the shop with Power Cord, but it's literally a battle axe, so I like it right away. Auto Cleave, this is with the Outbreak set, so this is with the you know, hazmat people. Has kind of like a weird pulsing that goes with that hammer on the end. Axe Caliber is part of Season 2. You know, this was one of the first like battle axes that came out in the game. It's not very battle axe-y, but it is still clearly an axe and pretty cool. It went very well with the whole knight set. Axeroni, this was released with Tomato Head, literally a pizza cutter. Batsicle, it's half bat, half sickle, all batsicle. Faded Frame, so this one, although it's named Faded Frame, you know, Fate, you know, it was released alongside Fate, but it is, as far as I know, not her axe. Like, I don't know if it would be Omens or not, but, you know, it doesn't really match with either of them, you know, as far as the whole vibe that they got going on. Still, I really like the style of this one. This is one of my favorite axes in the game. Empire Axe, not bad. Build your empire. Dragon Axe, this came out with Chinese New Year, so this was released alongside Wukong. Definitely neat. Pretty unique at the time. Director's Cut is going along with the whole movie set theme that was going on with Season 4. Cutting Edge was released alongside Cypher to go along with her and Circuit Breaker. So this was definitely a cool addition, you know, definitely completed that Circuit Breaker set. I think Circuit Breaker is kind of a fan favorite. I think a lot of people really like that skin, you know, just like me. Crimson Axe, this is one of the newer skins in the game. This just came out recently when they re-released Red Knight, and it is technically her axe. So this is really cool. You know, it's one of the first, it's literally the only time that they've released something as part of a set long after that set was done with. You know, that set's from Season 2, and they released this axe in Season 4, so it's pretty cool. Close Shave, just kind of a wonky looking pickaxe. Cliffhanger, it's obviously a like an ice climbing pick. Gale Force is the axe of Valor. Don't use this one too much, but it's not bad. Glow Stick is for Nightlight and Light Show. This one makes a cool kind of like lightsaber sound when you swing it, so I like that one a lot. Same with, I'm going to jump down a second to Razor's Edge. This one also makes a lightsaber sound, and this is Vertex's axe. I like this one a lot too. These two are both in my top faves. Instigator's a good one. This used to be the go-to pickaxe for the Red Knight along with Sawtooth here, because they matched pretty well. But, you know, anything red and black, there's so many red and black things in this game that you can match a lot of stuff. Lollipopper is for Zoe, but it also goes very well with the Merry Marauder. Magnifying Axe came with the whole Noir set with Gumshoe and Sleuth and Noir. Night Owl is, oops, let's move that into the picture. I wish I could show you the owl, but I can't because my face is in the way. But that's the back side of it. There's the owl. That is with the Rapscallion and Scoundrel. Persuader came with, I want to say, Chromium and Diecast. Solid steel set. Yeah. Kind of a weird thing going on. Looks like it would hurt to get hit with. Positron is Carbide's axe. I like this as a whole, but I don't like the weird little dangly hooks on it. I just feel like, why would that be there? You gonna put it like on your belt? Like, it's a pickaxe. But overall, it's a cool harvesting tool, makes a cool sound. Spiky is just a spiky pickaxe. Spectre is a very good skin for a pickaxe in my opinion. Matches with a lot of stuff. I like the black and the orange. Spectral axe is really a neat one. You know, very unique. Matches Prismatic Glider and also the Brilliant Striker and Radiant Striker. Slam Dunk, I can't show you this side, but it's got a sticker on the front of it that says Brick. Part of the, you know, the half court set, all the ballers, the basketballers. Silver Fang came out with Battle Hound for St. Patty's Day. Sawtooth, I don't think it was anything special, but kind of goes with like the Rust Lord, but it also goes really well with Red Knight. Propeller Axe, this was released with Skystalker. The propeller spins for unknown reasons. I have not been able to figure out why it spins faster or slower. It's not kills, and I think it might be like use, like just the more you swing it, like if you're harvesting more, but I don't know, I'm not really sure. Stop axe, yeah, my face is in the way for that one too, but it says stop. On that side, on this side, it looks like a straight up battle axe. One of my favorite axes in the game. It released alongside Bandolier. Tenderizer came out with the Twitch Prime Pack number 2 with Trailblazer. Honestly, I really like this skin. I like that it's a hammer. I like that it's got like that fork on the bottom. Definitely looks mean, and it surprisingly matches with quite a few skins. Tendril came out with Flytrap, you know, the plant dude. Makes a weird, like, foofing, musty, green, glowing thing happen. It's like spores or something popping off of mushrooms, or like when you smack them. So it's kind of cool. Toothpick. This was released before Rex and Triceratops, but it matches their skins very well if you don't want to use Bite Mark. Vuvuzela, another World Cup skin. Fun fact, it does not make the loud horn sound when you swing it, but it does make the loud horn sound if you score a goal with it equipped. So, fun fact right there. Icebreaker, this is one of the first harvesting tools I ever bought. I like the shovel. I actually bought it to match Raptor because, you know, he's got that little mini shovel, that hand shovel in his backpack. So I actually bought it to match him, but, you know, it's a big shovel. It's cool. Tactical Spade, I think, is highly underrated. I think this is one of the coolest harvesting tools in the game. Matches well, black and green and gray. Victory Lap came out to go alongside Whiplash. Lucky is actually fairly rare now for any of the new players. It was out in the shop a lot when the game first came out, but since then it has been around very few times. Elite Cleat, another one for the World Cup. Tat Axe came out alongside Love Ranger and the Cuddle Team Leader for Valentine's Day. Ski Boot actually came out well before the... or did it? No. Yeah, this one came out with Alpine Ace. Pulse Axe, this matches the Dominator and the Devastator. Plunja, kind of Epic's little poke at Ninja, because he said if they put a plunger in the game, he would use it. Paraphrasing, but that's why this is a thing. Carrot Stick came out for Easter along with the bunny skins. Pink Flamingo, still don't know why this is in the game. If I could return it, I would. I don't know why I bought this skin. I really thought that they were going to add matching things to it, but it's been a long time and they haven't. One of the few pickaxes that I really don't know why I have. You shouldn't have. 2 Jess from Kyle. Wrapped up pickaxe. Very sweet gift. Part of the Christmas set. And then there you go, that's a common pickaxe. Oh my goodness. There is so much to this, guys. Like, there's just so much. Alright, on to gliders. We are at the Royale Dragon. This was definitely the most unique skin that the game had seen at the time. There was no skin like this for a glider, you know? Big fireworks, big dragon flying in the sky, waves around and stuff, very cool. Cloud Strike, though, on the other hand, was also probably the most unique glider that came out at the time, because there was no glider that had an effect. They were all static, you know? So this was a neat one at the time of its release. Deep Space Lander and Orbital Shuttle are definitely 2 very neat skins, going with the whole space theme of Season 3. The rockets in the back do boost when you're going forward, and they like kind of flame out when you go in reverse. Get Down is for the Sparkle Specialist or Funk Ops. Hang Time plays some music when you're flying. You know, came out with the basketball guys. High Octane. Now this was a unlockable. Once you reached tier 100 in Season 3, you had to complete a set of challenges, and then you were able to unlock this this glider. Now it's supposed to look like a Mustang, you know, the taillights of a Mustang, and that is because John Wick's car was a Mustang in the movie. So that's why that's a thing. Intrepid is Carbide's glider. It's got a very cool bright blue trail when you fly it. And it's also a very loud glider, along with the shuttles. This is a very loud glider. Venus Flyer is definitely a cool one. Goes along with Fly Trap. You've got these fly traps on the side that literally like snap. There it goes. And then you've got the big one up top that does this when it opens. So definitely unique. Terminus is new. It was released with Oblivion, the counterpart to Omega. This one is super cool. It's also pretty loud, but it's got really neat four really cool red trails that come off of it. One of my favorite gliders in the game. Another one of my favorite gliders is Split Wing. This came out with Fate. The way that this one deploys is just super badass. And also when you fly backwards with it, the wings actually split apart and does like this kind of X-wing thing. So that one's pretty neat. 1 second. So Slipstream here came out as part of the first Twitch Prime pack alongside Sub Commander and Havoc. So free glider. Rusty Rider came out in the item shop. This is, to go along with the Storm Scavengers. So Sawtooth, Rustlord. Pterodactyl was released. And, I said when they released, where is it, down here? Fossil Flyer. Because they came out with this one first with Triceratops. And I was like, man, they really missed an opportunity of making a pterodactyl glider. Because at the time, Feathered Flyer was already out. So you already knew that they could do something with wings. And I was like, they really should have made a pterodactyl. They missed a chance there. And then lo and behold, a few weeks later, they came out with pterodactyl. So pretty cool. I'm glad that I called that one. Definitely a goofy looking pterodactyl. Planetary Probe is cool. One of the first skins to come out that had such a unique deployment. With the antenna popping out and the wings folding open. Viceroy Mark is one of the newer ones, part of the Noir set. You're literally flying a car, so that's pretty cool. Wings of Valor is the Valor glider. Nothing too special about this one. Feathered Flyer came out with Raven. Definitely has a really unique deployment. I think it was the first of its kind to have a deployment like that. And definitely menacing, Forerunner goes along with the Vertex skin, that orange guy. Definitely cool. Pretty badass with all these weird electric kind of waves pulsing off of it. Googly is just goofy. The description is literally, hi guys. So, it's just googly eyes. Half Shell. This is what I used to use when I was using Rex. But now that we have two better options, I don't really use this one too much anymore. Prismatic is great for the Brilliant set. It is so colorful, and it also matches the Prismatic, or not Prismatic. Now I can't remember the name, but the pickaxe that, literally looks exactly the same. Rainbow Rider goes with the Bright Gunner and Bright Bomber. Jolly Roger, probably one of my more used gliders. It's black, you can't go wrong with black, and it's got the skull and crossbones on it, the Jolly Roger symbol right there, so it goes with a lot of stuff. Glow Rider is for the Neon Glow set, Nightlight and Light Show. Fossil Flyer, and Checker is for Whiplash. Got the checkered flag going on, racing stripes. Carbon, I'm pretty sure Carbon is a Battle Pass item from Season 4. Pretty sure. I might be wrong, but I like this one a lot. Once again, you can't go wrong with something that's like black and camo. It matches a lot of stuff. Voyager actually came out before Season 3, so it was before the whole space theme caught on. But I used to like to use this one with the Circuit Breaker skin, because he seemed like a guy that would, be into space. And also anything space related I'm into, and the whole, the actual Voyager shuttle that we have out there, it's just very neat in my opinion. Starry Flight is for the robbers. It's based off of Starry Night. I think that's Van Gogh. I don't know. Doesn't matter. This isn't an art game. But yeah, they stole this painting and made away with it. Stage Dive comes out with Power Chord. It's got the spikes on it, got the mesh, definitely a very thrown together and tattered up glider. Mainframe was what they released alongside Cypher and the Cutting Edge pickaxe in order to match that set with Circuit Breaker. Meltdown goes with the Hazmat folks. It's got that crackling sound of like a radiation scan. Modern, not much to this one. You know, just a modern glider. Petunia, just some flowers going on here. Raptor. I don't know if this is technically supposed to go with Raptor, but it's called Raptor and it actually matches pretty well. Road Trip. I like the wood on this one. This is actually a pretty neat skin. Definitely underused in my opinion. You know, it's like you're going on a picnic and it's got the whole wooden frame going on. Pretty neat. Royale X is the glider that matches Dominator and Devastator. Snow Squall matches the Arctic Assassin and the Sub-Zero, or whatever. Yeah, I think it's called Sub-Zero, right? Now this is the Founder's Umbrella. If you want this, you still have a chance to get it, but you have to act fast because Save the World is going to be free to play pretty soon. Sometime this year, we don't know when, but I would wager pretty soon, sooner rather than later. But if you go and buy Save the World, you will get this Founder's Glider, and then once you win your first game since getting Save the World, you'll unlock the Umbrella. So, and plus there's supposed to be more stuff coming for Founders in the future, so, you know, if you are considering it, just, you know, drop the 30 bucks, get Save the World, and earn your glider. Wasp is actually a pretty rare skin. This has only been in the shop a few times. Not really much to it, it's nothing very special, but it's actually pretty rare. Warthog, good old digital camo going on, army green. Triumph, this is for Ventura and Venturion. This is their glider. Storm Sigil is part of the Highland Warrior set. I guess it's called the Laok set. But this is, you know, this is the Highland Warriors glider. Definitely cool. I like all the runic kind of Celtic things going on with it. Stealth matches anything. Black and red, anything in this game you can match with this glider. Solid Strider came out with the chromium and diecast skins. The Paper Parasol was what you got for winning a match during Chinese New Year. Snowflake was a umbrella that you got for winning a match during Christmas time. And Wet Paint is an umbrella that you got for winning during Season 4. Bear Force 1 came out with the Valentine's Day skins. You know, definitely one of a kind. There is nothing else in the game like this. It is very massive. This bear is huge. Cozy Coaster is a Christmas skin. It's got llamas on it, on Christmas sweater style thing going on. Gumdrop was well before Zoe's time, but now it matches with her perfectly. But technically, this Sugar Crash glider is her glider. Gumdrop also matches with, you know, Mary Marauder. Zephyr, I don't even know where this thing came from. You know, this one's just weird to me. Doesn't match anything in the game, but here it is. And there's the Fighter Kite. This is actually a pretty rare skin as well. You don't see this one too often. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen this one in game. Yo, Yaki, it is Van Gogh, thank you. Confirmed, Starry Night was painted by Van Gogh, guys. Thank you for confirming that, my friend. Goalbound came out for the World Cup. It cheers when you open it. No problem, my man. Thank you, thank you. Hot Rod got this skull going on. Flames, you know. Every game that has skins has to have some kind of tacky flame paint job, so this is one of them. Sir Glider the Brave. This is great just because of the name, but this is with the you know, with the Fortnite set, you know, Blue Squire and Royale Knight. That is what this one matches. And then last but not least, you got the good old common glider. If you don't have any gliders, this is the one you're using, unless you've gotten a win, and in that case you get this shiny blue umbrella. So that is the gliders, guys. Alright, the rest should go quickly. Contrails, we've got All-Star. We've got Bubbles. Now, none of the contrails are purchasable. These were all from the Battle Pass. Flames, classic. You need flames. Hearts. You got Lightning. which is pretty cool. Flames and lightning are 2 out of my 4 favorites. Rainbow, you can't really tell in this preview, but when you're actually using it in game, it is very distinctly rainbow colored. Retro Sci-Fi is another one of my favorites. I like that it's only coming off the hands and not all 4 of your limbs, but it's got a good kind of thing going on with it, even though it doesn't make that noise. I like to pretend it does. And Shooting Star is my 4th favorite one. You know, this literally looked like a comet coming in, breaking through the atmosphere. It's good stuff. Spray paint's pretty neat too, though. You know, this is a good one. Goes with the whole tagging thing that was going on with Season 4. And then there's Ultramarine. I've been calling this one Slipstream. Yeah, none of them are called Slipstream. I've been calling this one Slipstream for months. I guess it's called Ultramarine. But there's that. Now we're on to loading screens. So these are all out of order. This is for week 3, for completing challenges in week 3. Was that what you need to do? Yes, you did need to complete the challenges, and then you would unlock this. So this is the week 3 loading screen. Aerosol Assassins. Got At Last I Am Free. That was for week 2 challenges. Battle Royale. This was part of the Battle Pass. Another Battle Pass one. Bright Gunner, Bright Unicorn, another Battle Pass one. Raptor. This was for completing challenges in week 1 of Season 4. The Minigun. Llama Spotted, one of my favorites. Leviathan, another funny one. So he's like, oh my god. Harvesting Tools, that one's pretty neat. You know, got a couple different models there. Elite Agent's cool though, you know, because I like her character model, and also, you know, showing her without a helmet makes me really hope that we can have toggleable headgear in the future. There's the Carbide loading screen, the Raven loading screen, which is definitely one of the coolest in the game. We've got Retribution. This is why I said that obviously Diecast and Chromium are evil, because there they are, saluting Omega right there. That was for week 4 challenges. This was for completing all of the first 7 weeks of challenges. You got this one, Retrofit, because it was all about the Visitor. You unlocked the Visitor for completing the first 7 weeks, and then you got this loading screen as well. Rex, an ode to Jurassic Park. Showdown, which is pretty cool, like superhero versus supervillain fight scene. Squad Leader. Supply Drop. Suppressed Pistol. You got Zoe. The week 7 challenges, introducing the Visitor, and that's a wrap for week 6 challenges. And last but not least, we got the Tactical Shoddy. Alright, we're on to the emotes. Last but not least. Alright, we'll just go alphabetically. Now I'm probably just gonna let these all play once and go through them real fast. But I need a drink of water again. My throat is killing me after doing these Cosmetic Locker Showcases. It's a lot of talking. I don't talk this much the entire day. So it's a lot to do in an hour and a half. Alright, break it. Good old breakdance moves. Used to use this one a lot, not so much anymore. Disco Fever is a good one though. I tend to only use the emotes that loop nowadays, just in case I want to sit there and do it over and over again. But Disco Fever is pretty good. Electro Shuffle was the first emote that I ever bought. I remember doing this with Circuit Breaker, the first skin I ever bought, all the time. Freestyling, this came with the Twitch Prime Pack number 2. You can still get this one, as far as I know. Twitch Prime Pack number 2 should still be available, so you can still get this one for free if you link your Twitch account and have Prime to your Epic account. Fresh, this is a classic. Groove Jam, one of my newer favorites. That was part of the Season 4 Battle Pass. Definitely a good long dance. Pop Lock though, this is currently my favorite dance in the game. I like the industrial style music going on. You know what I should be doing though, real quick? I need to be using a skin that you can see the face for. Because emotes have facial expressions these days. So that one doesn't yet. That one does. Big smiles. Yeah. That one doesn't yet. Not yet. Some smiles there. This one doesn't have any yet. But this one does. He's got like concerned kind of pouty face going on. Best mates. True Heart, one of my favorites from recent times. This was a great dance, honestly. Very goofy. Looks real good on the girls, but it also that's why I picked this guy to do it, just because he could dance anything. The robot. Definitely a good one. I love this guy's face for this dance. Star power. Just looks so happy and perfect doing it. That's a good one. Squat kick I don't use too much, but it's good. A little Slavic dance. Rocket Rodeo. This was the first of its kind. There was no emote that did this, So this was definitely cool when it came out. This is another first of its kind too, though. The first one to really have like a prop. Straight up take out a guitar and wail on it. So that's pretty neat. Reanimated. Boneless. Confused Travolta. Another goofy skin. Or emote. Flapper. Very proper. Floss. Classic Fortnite skin. Every kid under the age of 13 can do this perfectly, and it blows my mind. Hype. I was honestly super hyped when I got this, and I love that in the background. Make it rain. Enough said. It's party time. Orange Justice. So if you guys don't know the story about Orange Justice, it is worth telling real quick. Orange Justice originated from Orange Shirt Kid, who posted his submission for the Boogie Down contest, and it blew up on Reddit. And Reddit was like, this kid needs to win, because he was like chubby kid, probably like 8 years old or something, wearing a bright orange shirt, and like, crappy camera angle, but he went to town on this dance, and Reddit was like, this kid needs to win this contest, and he didn't even get in the top 10. And everyone was like, we need justice for Orange Shirt Kid, we need justice. And then guess what? Season 4 comes out, and this is in the Battle Pass as a dance, and it's called Orange Justice. So we got justice for Orange Shirt Kid. So it's a good little heartwarming story. Zany. Wiggle. Classic. We've got Tidy. I like Tidy quite a bit. I like the tune a lot. That is why if you were to follow or subscribe or donate or host me on any platform that you're watching on, this is the music that you will hear, along with a little notification with your name. So, I like this one. Step It Up. Good old St. Paddy's Day dance. Now this is RAR. It's great with the dinosaur skins, but honestly it's better without them. Rambunctious was one of my favorites. I love this one. Just the music and everything. It's like, yeah, let's do this. Popcorn. My dog's looking at me like, what are you doing? Classic Bruce Lee move. Brush your shoulders. We got some of the sprays are going to get mixed in here now. Chalk outline, got the face palm, got some finger guns, GG, heart, abstract, waterworks. We tend to do this one before suiciding. You like that, Yaki? Trap warning. 3 llamas. This is mimicking the wolf shirt, if anyone knows. This is 3 wolves that are all like howling at the moon. It's like a classic shirt that like everyone has seen somewhere. Solo Showdown. This you got for playing 50 games of Solo Showdown. Respect. I used to have this one equipped, you know, like hotkeyed. Now I have to toggle over to it because I like the dances too much, but I did like to show decent opponents respect. Raven, got positivity. If you guys don't know who CDN the Third is, aka C's, he is all about positivity, good vibes, and that kind of thing. You know, it promotes a good community and a good atmosphere, and was a big front runner with the Fortnite scene. Now this is his symbol. This is what he would always do. Like he had on Twitch his actual, you know, emotes. You know, there's a positivity emote, but the whole point of this was, you know, to bring the community together, have positive vibes, and so you could literally do open bracket plus sign close bracket, and anybody could do positivity, you know. So that was his thing, and Epic liked him so much and what he did for the Fortnite community that they put his emote in the game as a throwable, and it's in the battle pass, or was in the battle pass for season 3. Jubilation. Balla. Chicken. Dabbing. Dabbing. Flippin' sexy. Hootenanny. Here comes the infinite dab. You can dab forever. Just dab forever. Can't stop, won't stop. But I must. Kick-ups. Another World Cup item. Definitely neat though. Keys. 1 HP. You almost got me. Number 1. The Worm. Such a classic. Season 2 classic. Season 3 classic. God, this would trigger me though. It doesn't anymore so much, but like, oh my god, the amount of Rust Lords that would do this to you. It was insane. Rocket Spinner. This is the second one of its kind after the Rocket Rodeo. Definitely pretty cool. Came out for 4th of July. Ride the Pony, another Season 2 classic. Pure Salt. And the most annoying emote in the game. God, it's awful. It is awful. 200 IQ. A+. Ace. Angel. Arrow Spray. Aww. Baby Seal. When I go, aw, my puppy looks at me. Fishhook. Jebaited. Clapping. O. There is an X somewhere down below. You can play tic-tac-toe. Chicken. Celebrate. Bush. Bullseye. Boombox. Bananas. My favorite throwable. Who wouldn't love that little guy? He's so happy. Click. Krabby. We got Dance Party. Ooh. There we go, there we go. And Dip. Do it. Dynamite. An exclamation point. We got Shit on Fire. Flaming Rage. Hot Dog. Little Squirrel Order. A Heart Spray. A Broken Heart. Counterpart to the Heart. Heart Hands. A lot of hearts in this game. Gun Show. Yeah. GG. Strong arming on somebody. Kaboom. Kiss. Lights, camera, action. LOL. Looted. Majestic. Mask. MVP. Rainbow. Another rainbow. Rage. So many of these. Rabid. Now, I don't use any of these ever. Like, honestly, ever. Potato aim. This one's actually pretty funny, though. Potato with the gun. Plotting. Peace. On fire. Red card from the World Cup. Rip. Rock, paper, scissors. There's rock. There's paper. Let's get scissors. I said scissors. I said scissors. There it is. Thank you. Rocket Ride. I don't even know what's going on with that. Salt. Salute. Shadow Ops. Llama Thief. Technique Spray. Teamwork Fist Bump. Take. Stealthy Ninja. Sparkler for 4th of July. I like the face in awe. Oh, oh. Snap. Goes along with the whole superhero and the partnership with Marvel. By the way, if you guys can hear thunder, cool. Slow clap. One of the OG 200 V-Buck emotes. Thumbs down, and then thumbs down, and then thumbs up, and then thumbs up. Ayy. True love. I love you. Tunnel. Confuse your foes. Victory Royale. A wave. Window. Wow. Here's the X. Z's. And then last, but certainly not least, the default dance. Dance moves. Based off Turk from Scrubs. It'll always be a classic. In my opinion, this dance should be legendary. There are no legendary emotes in the game. This should be the one. But alright guys. That is everything. That is everything that I have in my Cosmetic Locker. That is the Cosmetic Locker Showcase. As you can see, I've got Pop Lock, Rambunctious, Groove Jam, Eagle, True Heart, and Star Power hot bars there, because those are my faves at the moment. But you know, there's so many cool things in this game, so many good skins. You know, you may not agree with the pricing on a lot of them. I don't. You know, I think a lot of the stuff is overpriced, but you know, their whole model with buying what you want, not loot boxes, and it only being cosmetic, like, that's a win. I would support that every day for every game if I could. But definitely looking forward to Season 5. By the time I post this, Season 5 will be out. So, you know, I'm sure you guys are in there already, seeing the new stuff and having a good time. There's a lot of changes coming to the map, and I'm sure there's a lot of good skins in store for us. I'm very excited to see what we have. You know, there's only a few hours left right now until downtime, and definitely looking forward to it. But that is it for me, guys. I do plan on doing another Cosmetic Locker Showcase, which will be number 3, at the end of season 5, and then end of season 6, and so on and so forth. I want to do it at the end of every season. But so this is the end of season 4. So this is Cosmetic Locker Showcase number 2. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, any requests, you can catch me on stream. You can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AugmentEcho. You can watch me on YouTube, youtube.com/AugmentEcho. You can even watch me on Mixer if you want to, for some reason, at mixer.com/AugmentEcho. If you want any updates about what I'm doing, what I'm posting, when I'm live, when I have new episodes, you can follow me on Twitter at AugmentEcho. And you can find me on Reddit for anything that I happen to post there at reddit.com/u/AugmentEcho. Everything is AugmentEcho, all of it across the board. It's nice and clean, nice and simple. You can find me anywhere like that. And then last but not least, it's not anywhere near done yet. It's barely even started, but I do have a website now, which is AugmentEcho.com. So don't even go there yet. I'll announce that when it's actually ready. But that is a thing, and that is coming soon. So now, yeah, that is it for me, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'm AugmentEcho, signing out.